Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm doing good. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these chapatis super easy and super fast. Make sure you try it and tell me the way they turned, and make sure you take some notes because I'm going to be giving you hacks to let your chapati to be soft and how to make them open. So you're going to be needing some few ingredients for today's method that I'm going to be showing you. You need flour, that is all-purpose flour. You're going to be needing carrots. You can either grate them or boil them. Also grated onions, and that's a lemon or lime, any you can use one. Sugar, and then salt. And also you will need a bowl where you're going to be doing all your mixing. Yeah, that one is the bowl that I'm going to be using. And then you'll need hot water. You can use hot but not that hot, but you can still use as hot as you want, but to just make sure you use the oil that or water that it's not going to burn you. Yeah, so after that I'm going to add the onions and add the carrots. The other option of boiling the carrots, you're not going to need you're not going to need to add more water. You'll just use that mixture, the hiyo yenye inakaa thick, the thick mixture of carrot. You're just going to use that, and then you're going to add these other ingredients. Okay, I hope you understood that. So I'm grating the covers. Is it the covers? Yeah, the peels of the onion, that is of the lime, sorry. And then after that I'm going to add sugar. I don't have any specific measurement. You can use any measurements that you want, but mine, that one was about, like, let's say four tablespoons of sugar, and then like a half tablespoon of salt, just to taste. Yeah, and don't forget, if you use hot water, don't mix with your hand. Try to use the mwiko, because if you mix with your hand you're going to get burnt. Then add flour. You add small addy. You feel the consistency of the dough. It's not hard, it's not too soft, it's just there at the center. And also make sure when the dough, any hiyo unga imesikizana, you add the oil, so that to help the dough to stop sticking from on the ends of the bowl. As you can see here, I applied some oil and I kneaded the dough, and that's the consistency my dough was. So after that I cut the doughs into small pieces, the sizes that I wanted to cook them, and then I started rolling them each. After I roll them each, I'm going to apply oil and then fold them back so that I can roll them now to cook them. The other hack is to roll one big dough and cut them into pieces, but today I'm going to be showing you two ways you can fold when you roll the small ones. So unaskuma, you roll it. Make sure you don't put too much pressure on the ends to avoid the circle being deformed, if that's the word. Yeah, so I'll show you two ways of folding after you apply oil. So make sure when you're applying the oil, it's not too much, it's not too little. Make sure it's well spread, evenly spread. That's the word. So cut on one end and fold as I'm folding on the video. This helps the chapati to have layers inside. The way you find that the chapati is peeling, maybe the top, then the inside is also peeling. This is one of the hack that helps the chapati to open inside, if you don't want your chapati kuiva ikiwa imeshikana. Okay, also make sure as you press it there, you don't put too much pressure, just kidogo, like that. Okay, so the second one is you roll it from one end to the other side. As you can see, you can roll small ones like the way I'm doing, or big ones, it's your choice, the way you feel like, but I love the small ones. After that unaigongesha venye utaona I'm doing, you do like that. Then you fold it from one end, you make like a circle. Yeah, and then the end you just add it there at the center, and that's it. This one is simple, and even when you're rolling it, this one makes a circle easier and better than the other one. So you can use any of the two. So after that, after doing that to all my dough, I'm going to leave it settle for about 10 to 15 minutes or 30. Then I'm going to start cooking them. So after that, As you can see, I'm going to roll it. Also, make sure when you're rolling it, you don't put too much flour. As you can see, my dough was soft, so that's why I was using that much flour. You can see after I finish, you won't be seeing any flour there. But don't use too much flour, because it's going to make your pan to burn. So make sure all the flour that you use there, you spread it, as in unasukuma nayo hadi inaisha. That's another secret to help your chapati not to burn. So at the end of it all, your chapati should look like this. As you can see it, it's round, it's good. But if the round haitakuja, usishtuke, you'll just cut them into pieces, quarters. That's how us Africans do. So usijue sababu chapati yako si round, okay? And I hope, as you can see the chapati, if you want me to repeat, I'm going to show you another time. So this is how I cook them. After nazikaushanga kwanza, as you can see, like the one you're seeing on top, then I start burning. I use 2. So ukieka mafuta huko chini, you turn it, then you leave it for 30 or 1 minute, then you turn again, then you check. You make sure you check kama imeiva, so that it doesn't be too, as in dark brown ama burnt, or ikue haijaiva. So keep checking until you get the color that you want. After you get the color that you want, you just turn the chapati yenye iko chini, as you'll see the way I'm going to do right now. You turn it, then you return this one on top of that one. One advantage of doing that is that kama ulikuwa umeweka mafuta excess, hii itachukua hiyo mafuta, and then hii ya chini unaiweka inaiva on the other side. Alafu ikishaiva pia unaiturn, unaiekelea juu ya hii. You see, I'm using too much Swahili, but I hope you guys are going to understand that. So after you do that, this other one, you're going to see the difference. The other one, I didn't let it cook for a longer time, but it's still cooked. This other one, I gave it a little bit more time, because some people don't like to see the chapati with some patches of brown. Some like to see the brown is well spread from end to end. So that one, will need you to give it a little bit more time. So let it cook. You leave it for about a minute, then you turn it. After that, you're going to see it, it's going to be like this. So you can use any way you want. It's according to the preference of the people you're cooking for, or pia you as a person, it's for you to choose any you want. Also, to avoid to be burnt, you can just use a paper, like for unga kuzungusha. That's another hack. So that's how they turned, and yeah, I hope you loved it. You can see zinafunguka, the layers there, and make sure you try out and you tell me the way they turned. I will be so happy to review and to see your pictures. Thanks, see you next time. Yeah, that's all for today. Make sure you like my video, share it with your friend, and tell me down in the comment section what you want me to upload next. Bye bye, see you next time.